Okay, guys, it is now time for another series of VHS collections for 2016. This time it's going to be my Touchstone VHS collection, in which I don't have a whole heck of a lot of Touchstone tapes, but I have a few, and I have some good ones as well. So, without further ado, let's get this started. This first one here, I recently showed you in one of my in my recent VHS update. It's the 1994 VHS, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton movie. Good movie to watch in October and December. An instant classic for both kids and grown-ups is Joy Brown of WOR Radio. And it's rated PG and it's 76 minutes. Here's the tip at the ink label. And it was printed on July 30th, 1994. And Nightmare Before Christmas is instant classic that I'm sure everybody knows and loves. I'll just put that down there. Let's put it over here. There we go. Next up is the 1984 VHS of Splash, which is the first Touchstone movie ever made, or at least one of the first. This is with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. And this is the oldest VHS in my collection, and the artwork to the spine was missing, so I had to write the title on there to make sure people know what it is. This also stars Eugene Levy and John Candy. Rated PG, and it's 109 minutes. Here's the tape with the sticker label, and this was a former rental, as you can see. And there is a print date on here, and it is August 11th, 1984. Come on. There we go. And despite this being my oldest VHS in my collection, this tape actually still plays really, really good. Good condition for its age. Those are the two clamshells I have. Now onto the slipcovers. First one is the 1998 VHS of Armageddon with Bruce Willis. Jerry Bruckheimer production, directed by Michael Bay. For love, for honor, for mankind. Here's the spine, the other spine, top, and the back. Total complete fun from beginning to end, says WPAIX TV New York. Also stars Billy Bob Thornton, Liv Tyler, Ben Affleck, Will Patton, Peter Stormare, Keith David, and Steve Buscemi. Rated PG-13, and it's 151 minutes. It includes Aerosmith's hit music video for I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, which is a really good song. One of my favorite Aerosmith songs. There's the ink label. And I don't see a print date or a week and year code, so must not be one. But this is a really good movie. I highly recommend you watch this. In fact, it was the highest grossing film that Touchstone ever produced. So, there you have it. Next is the 2003 VHS of Big Trouble. Comedy from the director of Men in Black, who is Barry Sonnenfeld. And Barry Sonnenfeld also directed the Addams Family films. One of the year's funniest comedies, says KNX/CBS Radio. They have 45 minutes to save the world. They need 46. Here's the spine, the other spine, top, and the back. Hot, a great comedy cast, says Leonard Maltin. And this has an all-star cast in it, including Tim Allen, Omar Epps, Dennis Farina, Ben Foster, Jeannie Garofalo, Jason Lee, Rene Russo, Tom Sizemore, and Stanley Tucci. Rated PG-13 for language, crude humor, and sexual-related material, and it's 85 minutes. Ink label. And printed on April 8th, 2003. And, yep. Gonna have to give that movie a watch sometime since it has an all-star cast and it looks pretty funny. Next up is the 2003 VHS of Bringing Down the House with Steve Martin and Queen Latifah. Also stars Eugene Levy. One of the funniest movies ever, says Larry King. I don't know if that's true. Outrageously funny, says David Sheehan of CBS TV. House of Laughs, says Leah Rosen of People. And Queen Latifah won an Academy Award for this movie. Also stars Gene Smart and Joan Plowright. Rated PG-13 for language, sexual humor, and drug material, and it's 105 minutes. Directed by Adam Shankman, who directed Cheaper by the Dozen 2, in which Steve Martin and Eugene Levy, who were in this movie, they would star in Cheaper by the Dozen 2 in 2005, 2 years after this movie. Here's the ink label. Printed on June 18th, 2003. So, I'm going to have to give this movie a watch since Larry King says it's one of the funniest movies ever. I don't know if I'll agree with him once I see it. And next is the 1992 VHS of Father of the Bride, also with Steve Martin. Also stars Diane Keaton and Martin Short. One of the year's 10 best, says People Magazine. A comedy about letting go. Irresistible, says USA Today. Marvelous, says NBC TV Los Angeles. And also stars Kimberly Williams. Rated PG, and it's 105 minutes. This is a 1991 film. Here's the ink label. And it was printed on April 4th, 1996. Recommend this comedy hit the friends? Well, I recommend it. This is a pretty funny movie. I recommend this if you haven't seen it. Next up, I have the sequel, the 1996 VHS of Father of the Bride Part 2, which has the same stars as the first film. Big laugh, says New York Post. Just when his world is back to normal, he's in for the surprise of his life. And this sequel came out in 1995, 4 years after the first film. Absolutely hilarious, says American Urban Radio Networks. Steve Martin at his comic best, says CBS TV Los Angeles. It also stars Kimberly Williams, George Newbern, Kieran Culkin, and a few others. Rated PG, and it's 106 minutes. Ink label. Printed on November 5th, 1996. And I have not seen the sequel in its full length yet, but from what I saw, it's not that bad for a sequel. But I gotta go with the original. Original one will always be the best, but that sequel is not bad. And next is the 1996 VHS of I Love Trouble with Julia Roberts and Nick Nolte. A Supercharged 10, says American Movie Classics. A Truly Funny Adventure, says WBAI Radio New York. Roberts, Nolte are double fun in trouble, says USA Today. Also stars Saul Rubinek, Robert Loggia, and James Rebhorn. Rated PG, and it's 123 minutes. Here's the ink label. And it was printed on August 27th, 1998. So this is obviously a reprint. And next is the 2000 VHS of Pretty Woman with Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. This is the special 10th anniversary edition with bonus footage and interviews. Yep. This is one of the biggest comedies of the early 90s, so rated R, and it's 125 minutes. Ink label. Printed on December 30th, 1999. Yeah, and Brandon the Movie Guy, this is his mom's all-time favorite movie, so I've heard a lot of good things about this movie, so I'll have to sit down and give it a watch, even though looks like a chick flick to me. And next up is where is it? 2000 VHS of 10 Things I Hate About You. How do I loathe thee? Let me count the ways. Devilishly entertaining, says Rolling Stone. And a few years later, after this movie was released, it spawned a TV series on ABC Family, which is now Freeform. Funny, says Los Angeles Times. Uproarious, says CBS Radio. The stars Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Larissa Olenek, Larry Miller, Andrew Keegan, David Krumholtz, and Susan May Pratt. Rated PG-13, and it's 97 minutes. Ink label. Printed on March 4th, 2000. And this movie looks pretty funny, so I'll have to give it a watch sometime. Next up is the 1993 VHS, I believe, of Three Ninjas, which is a 1992 comedy. Crosses Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Home Alone, says the Boston Globe. The Laughs Never Stop, says New York Newsday. And I agree with the Boston Globe's little critique, and so does the Nostalgia Critic. When he reviewed this movie, it was one of his earliest reviews. Terrific, says ABC TV. A Kick, says New York Post. Rated PG, and it's 85 minutes. Ink label. Printed on July 29th, 1996. But this has the same previews and everything on here, because it's got previews for Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, and Encino Man. And I know this movie spawned 2 sequels, including Three Ninjas Kick Back, which I have on VHS as well, and Three Ninjas at High Noon Mega Mountain, or whatever. Alright, I got 3 tapes left to show, and hopefully we can get all this done, because I got less than 3 minutes of recording left. So next is the 1998 VHS of The Waterboy. Actually, it's a 99 VHS, I'm sorry. The Waterboy with Adam Sandler. Includes never-before-seen bonus footage, high-quality H2O. Here's the spine, the other spine, top, and the back. Outlandish, says the New York Times. Rollicking, says Washington Times. And this stars Kathy Bates, Fairuza Balk, Jerry Reed, and Henry Winkler. Rated PG-13, and it's 93 minutes. Here's the ink label. And this was printed on December 4th, 2002. So this is definitely a later printing, but The Waterboy, I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but the first time I watched this movie, I fell asleep. So I'm going to have to give this movie a watch again sometime. See if what my opinion will be. Next, I have 2 tapes left. Next is the 1991 VHS of What About Bob with Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss. Bob is a special kind of friend, the kind that drives you crazy. Howlingly funny, says CBS TV New York. Here's the spine, the other spine, top, and the back. Thumbs up, says Roger Ebert, Siskel and Ebert. A laugh riot, says Gannett Newspapers. Also stars Julie Haggerty and Charlie Korsmo. Rated PG, and it's 99 minutes. Directed by Frank Oz. Whoops. Ink label. Printed on May 18th, 1999. Yeah, I gotta hurry up with this. And the last tape I have is the 1989 VHS of Who Framed Roger Rabbit with Bob Hoskins and Christopher Lloyd. Also stars Charles Fleischer and Joanna Cassidy. And received 4 Academy Awards, including an Achievement Oscar. Brilliantly funny, says Chicago Tribune. Extraordinary, says Los Angeles Times. A landmark, says Gene Shaw of the Today Show. Rated PG, and it's 104 minutes. This is a 1997 reprint. Here's the ink label. Printed on September 8th, 1997. And this is a classic movie from 1988, and I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of this movie or at least seen it. But it also has one of the hottest animated women of all time, Jessica Rabbit. And that's going to do it for my Touchstone VHS collection for 2016, and I'll see you guys for more videos coming up in the near future.